Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hello, I love the little wheezy note. Hope that you all are doing well, amazing, feeling centered, grounded, calming yourself, all the good things that you want to feel inside of your body, okay? Hope that you are feeling that. Hope that you are superseding that. And if ain't nobody around you trying to allow that, no. I say come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I am Latisse Moon. I do reading on here as well as you can book down below. But with that being said, started and done. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we will get into this. I pulled some prerequisite cards for the overall energy of your past, your present, and your future. Okay? So that way we can just kind of see what's going on. Now, the first two cards I didn't see, but you also only got one card for the past and the present. And then the future, you got two cards, and I did not see your second card. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. Now, let's see where you were with your past. I'm pulling some other cards as well. I still have not flipped them over. And I also wanted to know, thank you, Spirit, for reminding me with these cards, that I didn't even get to finish with the past and present. I was like, Spirit, what's going on in the past? And it was like, boom. I was like, okay, what's going on with the... Here you go. I was like, oh, shit, okay. And the only card I got to ask was the future, and you also only got two cards for the future. So it's a sense of them, it's a sense of them wanting to solidify your future and letting you know, like, hey, you can ask about your future because we want you well invested in your future. Okay? Ashe. Let's get into these here. So, in your past, whoa. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Right? And then you got two sacral cards under it, which is shame, shaming, questions, and answers. So I feel like in your past, you had a lot of mental conflict or turmoil because you asked a lot of questions. You were a very inquisitive child, a very inquisitive person. Like you didn't just accept the first answer. You always knew that there possibly was something more, or you wanted to know why something was done, how something was created. Now I'm saying, what's that one show? See How It's Made or something with that one dude. He goes like, "Let me show you how hostess makes their snacks," and let me. It's like that energy. Like you will sit, so you could be very drawn to documentaries and just books and just knowledge, or just watching them. Like you are very. I'm hearing a smart mouth child. You always got a smart mouth. You always got something to say that's like, because I want to know, I want to understand. And so that sometimes left you with like, I know I'm not wrong for thinking this, but I'm around so many people. And so it kind of left with this Eight of Swords, just given limited mindset, limited minds around you, limited thoughts and perspective, were just limited people. I feel like you only had like one or a few people every now and again that really understood why you were very inquisitive, why you were wanting to know these things, understand these things, and they would answer your questions, right? So you probably have like some cool aunts or cousins, or maybe just people around your neighborhood. It could have been teachers, but it's this energy of like in the past you were just like, what is so wrong with wanting to know? What is so wrong with me not agreeing with what you're saying just because you're an adult, just because you're a supposedly person of authority? Like I have to be able to think from my own mindset, and so you built up your intuition, Ashe, over time. And it's this resilience where even now you may even deal with possibly in the past people shaming you, but it's like in this energy of like, baby, no thank you. No thank you. I will pass on that. It's like giving hippo energy. It's like they have this very protective shield. They don't need much, but they just it's just this aggressive energy that you have towards knowledge. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's like this energy where you just charge forth. People know not to fuck with you. It's like you don't even eat like meat, but you have this energy of like I'm gonna fuck you up, and they will fuck you up. And then the way that they can run fast on water and on land, and how they be there, and so it's just this like you are able to adapt very quickly because of that inquisitive mindset, because of that open mindedness, because of wanting to understand. And so you possibly also give a lot of grace to people, or I feel like you follow, it's like very, and obviously in between, but like very like, if you cut people off immediately, like, oh, and I can't be around that, or you're just like, okay, I give a little bit of grace because of this inquisitive understanding, um, depth of self. And I learned a new word today, and let me go to my vocab, and it was seeing. And I was like, seeing. I was like, okay, what's going on there? And it's essentially to be. Where is it? It's in my collections. Oh, shit. Yep. It says seeing, to be, to exist, or occur. And I feel like that's what you are. That's what you learn from a young age, is to be seen, to be, to exist, to just occur, to just know that why I'm here is to live, to indulge, to understand, to grow in the depth of self. Right? So others tried to lure you away out the window, but they didn't even realize, baby, you pulling me out the window, out the house, baby, that's exactly what I want. Yeah, of course I got a smart mouth. I'm a smart motherfucker. Come at me nice. I share. So let's get into your present here. Mm, okay. Okay. We got the Lovers card. You could have some air in your chart: Aquarius, Libra. I don't know why I want to say Sagittarius. So Sagittarius can be significant. You could have Sag in your chart, but in Gemini, because this air energy is coming in with these two major cards already, right? And so you could have that in your chart where it's like, again, you think in a way that is like, that's probably why you got two cards for the future. It's like you think in such a way that is so foreseen, so foresought, that others around you just like, it's just like you have to just be there to get it. You're just gonna have to, and it's like sometimes it's a little bit like, okay, like that's a way of thinking. That's way, like I said, you were a very inquisitive person. You always love to learn, right? And that doesn't mean you have to be good in school, because being a smart motherfucker in school are not always synonymous. Lots of dumb motherfuckers graduate. I'm just saying. Lots of people can't graduate that are smart as fuck due to circumstances. So if we're going off of that, maybe, and you already know that, and you're around people that try to force that onto you. So with this Gemini Lovers card, this current situation, and it's this decision, this choice, and it's so crazy because if I was thinking about the hippo, the snake came in, and I was like, no, why would I think of a fucking snake? They're not in the aspect of the way that I was thinking of you guys relating, because I obviously snake energies. Okay, we just left the year of the snake, or we're in the year of the snake, whatever. Time, obviously, Ashe. That's when the go cards is not a factor here for y'all. So with this Lovers card, there's a snake. They're intertwined with each other, and there's a snake there. And so it's this understanding of, I have a decision to make of who I'm going to be around. Because if we are enthralled and we're swapping spit and whatnot and this, and so it's just kind of like, am I also going to take on that poison? Am I also going to be the next? So it's like, who am I in the room with? It's a lot of who am I in the room with. I feel like for a long time you may have been the smartest motherfucker in the room, and you're like, that's cool and all, but I don't always want to be. And that's because you're like, I'm always teaching. When am I going to take my break to learn? When am I going to take my break? Like, you have way too many questions and way too many answers. It's like this balance that's hilarious, because I was thinking about putting this inside of the charm deck because for other reasons, but it's the yin and the yang, and I was thinking about balance. So that's right before you're reading. So it's this sense of like, man, I need that balance. So I feel like right now, especially since it also makes me think of the snake card as well in here, a lot to do with different references, different knowledge, pulling it in. It makes me think of the snake card in here, where it's essentially the Cobra card to be exact. And that fire energy, where it said Sag. That's probably why I said Sag. I love when it all full circle, because there's also a snake in there that's about full circle. I I shit, we just gonna keep going in rhythm and rhyming. I shit. But it's a snake energy in there where it's like when the student is ready, the teacher will come. And I feel like for a lot in your life in the past, maybe not even just in your younger self, where you had to be the teacher, you had to be the responsible one, you had to take care of, like it was just like, damn, nobody's thinking of this, or I'm being told to shut up. It's like, but my brain and my mind, like that's not how it's going to work. And so now you're in a situation with this levels where you're able to make a decision to be around people that also want to itch your brain. They want to massage it and not smooth it out. And you're also going to allow you to do the same with them. And so it's a decision to make. We have mother energy. And I feel like this is kind of the energy you were in, whether you are a mother or not. It feels like from the beginning you felt like you were mothering people. And you were just looking at dots like, why are we making that decision? Why are we thinking that? Why are we doing that? Why? This is not. And so just like in the long run you're just like but you could also actually be a mother spirit or something. You're making it I say, and you have to make a decision in regards to the thoughts of your children, and spirit is just like, don't let nobody else in. You gotta listen to what's trust. Because I'm like, what about this for the kids? What about that for the kids? And it's like, you know what, let me go talk to the kids. I'm here. And they're like, you gonna talk to your kids about a decision that you gotta make? It's like, because they're involved in it. And it's also, like I said, this frame of mind is like this past shaming sometimes may try to come up. This like, yeah, when I'm asking questions, I'm going to get answers. That's also going to weigh into the factor, so that way it can also be an easy move for them. I feel like, yeah, definitely if you line with the other Richard, an easy move, an easy situation to set up. It makes it whole like adaptable for everyone. You ain't gotta be like this, they ain't gotta be like this. Ooh, we have from the inside out. Whatever you do, God, do it from the inside out. And yes, it is a song, but I wanted to say it. And you know, it's like me, inside out. But no, they said say it. Because that is the truth. This is the moment in the present time where you are deciding to mother yourself, to think about yourself, to take care of yourself. Even in this moment before I started, again, right before I started this reading, right before I started, which is hilarious. Before I started, I just said, put something down, and I was like, oh, I should probably done this. And I was like, calm my inner child, like, hey, we ain't got to do it right now. It's okay. No need to rush. We're here now. We did that so that way we can sit here now. But we're not going to get up again. We don't need to get up again. It's okay. It's all right. So, from the inside out, I had to calm myself from the inside to allow my body to adjust with that. And so that's why you also got I'm optimistic and positive for my future and now. And that's why you got double those future cards. So it's like you always got a little extra insight. You always have a little extra knowledge and a little extra understanding. And so that comes in. And so again, this time energy, it's this slowing down of time, this recognizing that I move on my own time. I can decide if my body, my energy, my environment is going to be rushed or not. You could also do the candle spell with me as well, because I'm looking at this candle. Imagine the spirit was putting it in there. Yeah, and that's the card. Nothing on the back. So you definitely could have did the candle magic, or you could be just doing magic, period. Just everyday life and living and being grateful to be there is magic. Creating is magic. You ain't gotta do none of that walking and living and breathing. That's air magic. Ashe. That's why people be trying to take people's breath away. Ashe. So in this current situation with this decision, with this intertwining of relationships, with this understanding of the knowledge that you truly are looking to seek and understand, is like from the inside out, that's where you're going to start prepping yourself, pulling yourself to. So it's like this sense of like you've been waiting for some time. But if time is in the present, think if time is in the present, it means that all I have to do is currently live and do what I need to do, nothing else. That's why I said breathing, all these things is magic. Just live and follow that and recognize who you do or don't not need to be around. I say that it's not, we're going to get there. I'll say. Because right now in this moment, you have a lot of orange, a lot of sacral chakra energy to truly live in your emotional state, to truly follow your gut intuition, that solar plexus, that pulling, that rhythm, that release of that shame, that outside perception of self. And just like, fuck it. Fuck it. Especially since y'all just got that card. Mm. I'm hearing Dirty South. I'm hearing dirty. Okay, so this is the card that I did see. Right? Hilariously enough, communication. What did I say? You guys always know. That's why they want you to follow. That's why they want you to lead. That's why you got the blue, the throat chakra, the pink, the heart chakra, the root chakra. We want to go there. They say love chakra. It's all around that grounding, baby, of recognizing of self and standing in that. Because you always knew. You always been the person that know. And that's why you're ready to also learn. You just like, always been a person. Let me see what happens when I don't know. So again, this communication of coming in, maybe what direction to go, what to release, what to take on, how to adapt. That I'm hearing that launch of that business idea and how to set it up on what platform. All these things are coming in, and it's gonna come in one clean. Like she ready. She like this is the last of it. The crow is coming in, maybe with the message well written, well understood. It's coming in. It is coming in. That communication. Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands. That balance. Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands. That balance. Okay. Again, fifth chakra. This is the baby take song. You should go listen to it. Like that shit is she go hard as fuck as usual. And that's also Taurus energy, knowing your self-worth and speaking from a sense of knowing your self-worth from a place that is not filled with shame or resentment or feeling like there is a lack thereof yourself or your environment around you. It's like, no, I have plenty. And even when it may not look like I have a lot to other people, I still got a lot. And I got a whole lot more coming in. So speak. Speak like you know what the fuck you talking about, because you do. Now, the card that I didn't see, like I said, for somehow it's going to be a move. And right now you're in this in-between space, this Six of Swords energy, this balance energy. And I feel like at some point you may not have been always here. And I feel like with this time card coming in on the present, it's like you've never been just kind of at a pause in time. And if you look at it, the front of the ship is going this way to the barren land, almost. But look what, if you look, it looks like this is what it is up close. So making that decision, making that move allows for more information. People will probably gonna be like, why did you do that? Why did you set that up? Why did you quit that? Why did you not take that deal? Because bitch, I know that when I do this, what's going to come in is better than what I was expecting, better than what you were expecting for me, because you don't even expect anything for me. Or you'll be around people like, hey, I don't know what you're doing, but hey, I'm here for the ride. I'm here to support. And you're going to know the fucking difference. But even so, right now, look at what's getting in there. Her there, they there. It's their own fucking mind. It's coming out of their head. That's how they escaped. Sister Swords is yes, they say yes, but this is how you escape all that, what people call hot air. No, bitch. These are ideas. $1,000,000 ideas. These are plans. This is peace. This is that true stability that you acting like you got when you really ain't got it. This is what love looks like. This is what it looks like when you put what you want and then you still fly. Like, this is what that is. And you're going to speak that way. I love that the whole entire balloon is red, blue. This throat chakra, I'm speaking it because I know it's facts. Of course I'm abundant. Of course I'm rich. Of course I'm amazing. Of course I'm sexy. Of course I'm magnificent. Of course, I'm all of these things because I'm optimistic and positive for my future and now. Time does not matter to me because I'm always going to be me throughout time. Bitches can't relate. Bitches can't understand. And that's bitches' problem. Speaking of bitches, you might be getting a dog or you might be around people that you feel like act with dog energy and not in like a loyal sense. But also with this being on the throat chakra, not me scratching my throat chakra, Hashay, I'm excited to show you my new home. And like a dog, they will protect their own environment. Who coming in the house? Who come around here? So that can be a sign as well. But I'm excited to show you my new home. All this, all of this, and it's crazy because up top your main energy is this air energy, but down below in your roots is this. Now, yeah, in your roots is this water energy, this heart chakra energy. This, it's like people don't even know your depths. That's why you can cross the waters, the bridges. You can say no to these things. No, no. You said no to that. That's a good job. That's a good woman. That's a good man. That's you take it then. What you say? You fuck them then. Because it ain't for me, and you're gonna be speaking that proudly. You're gonna be showing people that you truly are excited to show your new home, People that you won't have to feel like, okay, let me go do a whole cleaning ritual before and after they come. Like, damn, man, telling you something. Right? So, like a dog, you could get a dog. A dog is very significant. You could be getting a dog, but your home is going to be protected in a sense with that loyalty because you're loyal to your throat chakra. You always have been from the beginning. From the beginning. From the beginning. We got Free Your Mind. It is by Jasmine Horn, but if you thought about the other songs as well, go ahead and pop that on as well. We got D, Dance, Determination, Divinely Guided. Hearing, I'm hearing Dexter and Dee Dee. Dee Dee. You guys are also very animated. Like, not once, even when I was talking about, like, the past bullshit, and sometimes the present bullshit or whatever, it's like I still like it was just like, bitch, fuck you. What do you want to do about that? And it's like this. That's where that air energy, and people feel like they only feel like they can get that air energy. It's like, yeah, because you're not worthy. Because anytime you come around me, if you're suffocating in my air, and I need to start suffocating myself so that way you can breathe, we just aren't compatible. I always had a smart mouth from young. That's my mama. The fuck? You get what I'm saying? So this determination, like you are going to be divinely guided. Always have been. Always will be. Trust that in the future. Free your mind. And that's funny. We've been talking about your mind. Free your mind. And it's time to truly expand because look at what it can do. It can take you places. It can set up those contracts, those deals. That's also what the Eight of Wands is about because it's action. It's that fire energy. It's setting up those deals, those moments that's necessary. And speaking boldly. Finally, in the future, we have set a bedtime. These are your own, besides the free your mind, set a bedtime because that will definitely help. I feel like you stayed up a lot in the past and dealt with a lot in the past. And this is also like when the sun is rising or setting, so it gets staying up. So it's like set a bedtime. It's funny because it's right across from the time when so but set a bedtime. Allow yourself to recuperate because you are a very active thinker and you're going to be learning a lot of new things in the future. That's why they got Free Your Mind. So be prepared for that because come on now. It says I gotta heal in order to forgive me or we. So yeah, it could be some people, and that's right under Free Your Mind. That could be some people where you're just like, I just need a moment. I just need a moment. Coming from my heart space, I need a moment because the way that I feel and the way in where I'm navigating, I need to validate right now. Okay? I'm also here in D&D mode. Divinely destined. Destiny Ryan. Destiny Conrad. Then he, if I remember right, he came from Vine. And now look at him. Wavy. Look at where your mind is going to take you. Look at where your mind can take you. I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy for you, Ashe. Releasing, releasing, releasing. I'm very happy for you. Whatever you have done is working. Whatever you will do is working. I'm hearing demand. I'm hearing designate. Yeah, you're going to be designated a whole lot more. Mm-hmm. Sorry, not designating, delegating. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. I love you guys. Love yourselves more. Until next time.